Hi, I'm Martin Pierce from C2S, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of our mail attachment downloading program, Santiago. If you're an organisation that receives lots of attachments from various clients and suppliers, this program's for you. It makes downloading and automating the process much easier. Let me show you how. So this program's all about downloading email attachments coming into an email account. It could be your own inbox, or it could be, say, an accounts department inbox, and moving those attachments into the right location. So the opening screen has up here which email account that you're going to be collecting from. So you have the email address and the password. If we move to the mail server tab, we've got a choice of IMAP or POP3. We can choose the port, the address of the mail server, whether it's secured and encrypted. There's some presets for things like Gmail, AOL, Live Hotmail, but if you're using sort of Microsoft Exchange, it will be other. You'd put the address of your Microsoft Exchange server in there and what port your IMAP or POP3 is listening on. Okay, so this program has the facility to either download loads of any attachment without any filtering at all, but you could filter basically on things like the type of attachments, like Word documents, PDFs or MP3s, for example. But the global filters gives us the facility to really sort of nail down and control which attachments you download and where you put them. Now in this example we have a supplier called Northamber, and they email us their invoices. If I go into the profile of this, you can see that we can choose when we want to sort of start the filtering from. I'll leave those blank. We want to sort of kind of continue it all the time. We can use a regular expression on the file name to filter out certain types of attachment. So I'll explain that a little bit more in a moment. And we've got this facility here to say what kind of attachments we're after. So we're always after in business, Word documents, PDFs, that kind of thing. Down here we have the folder. So for every kind of supplier or client, whatever you want to filter on, you can choose a specific location of where you want those documents to go. So I'm going to put it into a folder called Northamber Invoices. Now I've got the facility to totally control the file name, so I might want to call it Northamber_invoices. And then have the original file name from the attachment and a numerical ID, and then the extension on the end. I can also create a CSV file to go alongside this. So if I'm dropping this into a folder for a case management system or a document management system, the CSV file can hold a lot more information which might be quite useful. Now then, I'm going to take the regular expression out, and I'm going to show you what happens when we try and search for these files. So if I go connect and download, it's hooking into my email account. It's going to work out that we've got 229 emails from Northamber, and it's now starting to download the attachments. And what you'll see there is that actually I'm not getting the invoices, I'm also getting some statements, and I'm getting some of their terms and condition documents as well, which I don't actually want. So when I'm sending these invoices into our invoice recognition software, the last thing I want is a standard terms and conditions PDF. So if I now go into the folder where these things have been saved, which was in my Northamber Invoices folder, as you can see, for every invoice I've got the PDF and I've got a CSV file. If we were to open that with Notepad, where you see it's a line here, comma separated, with the file name. It's got some information in there like who it was from, who it was sent to, the subject line. So some quite useful information that we can map over for something like a document management system. Okay, now also if we go down, we should see that we've got all these terms and conditions documents, which I don't particularly want. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to delete all of these, and we're going to do this again. Okay, this time I'm going to go back into the program, I'm going to go back into the filter, and I'm now going to use a regular expression to filter out the files. So I'm going to say, right, it must begin with a number, a digit, and if we save that, what I want to do now is show that we're only going to pick up the invoices, which begin with the numbers 08. So again, it should say that there's 229 attachments, because that's what it's found for Northamber, and now it's starting to download the invoices only with the 08 number. And hopefully what we'll see appearing in the background, we won't see any statements that begin with STMT, and we won't see any of the terms and conditions. Okay, so if we look over in the background here, all we've got are the invoices, and they could be very useful because I can drop them into our invoice processing software. So going back to Santiago, we can now build up as many global filters as we want. Now this could be used for accounts department, so we could have a separate profile for Northamber invoices and statements, and we could put the statements into a separate folder. We could file them away in SharePoint in a specific location, named in a certain way. If you're working in a legal practice or an accountant's practice, you might want to set up a rule for each of your clients. If you remember, we go back into the profile, one of the things we can specify who the from address is. So if you know your client's email address, then you know that you can filter out the invoices straight away, or you could say filter out where the subject includes your matter number.